All right, program chairs at SKSU, this one's for you. We know how vital that interview process is. So today, we're going to do a quick walkthrough of the new SKSU interview system. This is the tool that's really designed to make your job a whole lot easier. So let's dive in. So what's the big idea here? It's pretty simple, really. It's all about helping you move faster, stay organized, and just run more effective interviews. This system is here to take care of all that tedious busy work so you can focus on the students. And here it is. This is the program chair dashboard. I want you to think of this as your mission control, your command center. Everything you need, from the moment an applicant applies to their final ranking, it's all right here. Okay, so where do we even begin? Let's start with the basics. In this first part, we're just going to cover getting you logged in and feeling comfortable with this main dashboard. First things first, getting into the system is super simple. You just head to the login page and use the authorized Google sign-in. You know the best part? No new passwords to remember. You just click that button and sign in with your official SKSU account. Easy as that. Now, before we go any further, here's a quick pro tip. If you ever, for some reason, have trouble logging in, it's almost always one of these three things. There might be a general system lock. Maybe your specific program is locked for a moment, or there's an issue with your account. A quick heads up to your admin will get it sorted out in no time. Once you're in, you'll see the dashboard is laid out really cleanly. Right there in the middle, that big area is your main student workspace. Then, over on the right, you get a quick snapshot of all the programs on your campus. And see that sidebar on the far left? That's your action queue. It's basically your to-do list, telling you exactly what needs your attention right now. All right, now that you know your way around, let's get into the heart of it. Let's talk about the main workflow for actually processing a student applicant. Honestly, your day-to-day work in the system is going to boil down to these three core actions. That's it. You find the student you're looking for, you manage their details to make sure everything's correct, and then you enter their scores. Let's look at each one. So, step 1, finding your student. That search bar right at the top of the page, that's going to be your best friend. Just start typing in a name or their examinee number, and boom, the system finds them for you instantly. Okay, so once you find your student, you'll open up their details. Now, this is super important. As the assigned program chair, you are the only one who can edit this information. And check this out. Here's a really cool time-saving feature. The very first time you hit save on a new applicant, the system automatically creates their student portal account for them, no extra steps needed. And finally, step 3 is all about the scores. This screen makes it so straightforward. You'll notice the SAT score is already loaded in for you. All you have to do is enter the interview scores using the criteria on the right, and the system automatically calculates that final weighted score. It does all the math for you, keeping things consistent and fair. Okay, so you've got the basic workflow down. You're a pro. Now, let's look at a couple of the more advanced things you'll be doing, like handling student transfers and, of course, viewing the final rankings. You know, sometimes a student is just a better fit for a different program, right? Well, from this screen, you can easily start a transfer request. You'll see a list of all the other programs on your campus, and you can send that student's profile over with just a couple of clicks. So what does it look like on your end when someone sends a student to you? Well, you'll get this really clear pending transfer button that just pops up right on their student card in your workspace. It's a hard-to-miss visual cue that tells you there's something you need to look at. And it's not just that button on the card. To make sure nothing gets missed, the system also gives you a heads up right in your pending transfers queue on the sidebar. This becomes your one-stop shop to see and manage all of your incoming transfer requests. All right, the interviews are done, all the scores are in. Now for the good part, seeing the results. All you have to do is click on any of your program cards on the dashboard, and it'll bring up this handy ranking modal, which shows you the final ordered list of all your applicants. Now this screen isn't just for looking at, it's for doing stuff. From right here, you can add qualified students through what's called the Special College Consideration, or SCC process. You can also print out a physical copy for meetings, or you can export all the data straight to Excel if you want to do some more analysis. Last but not least, let's quickly cover 2 really important things for any system: keeping track of everything for accountability and, what to do when you hit a little snag. This is a big one. To make sure everything is transparent, the system has detailed activity logs. This is all about making sure the process is fair and trustworthy. Every single time a score is saved or changed, it gets recorded right here with a timestamp. It creates a complete audit trail, so there's always a record. And hey, if you ever get stuck, don't worry. Here's a super quick cheat sheet. Can't edit a student's details? Well, that's probably because you need to be the official owner of that interview record. Having trouble transferring a student? You've got to resolve any other pending transfer for them first. And if you can't add an SEC student, just make sure they're classified as regular and that your program still has the capacity. And just like that, you're all set. You've got a complete overview of the SKSU interview system. It's a really powerful tool that's here to streamline your work so you can spend your time on what really matters, finding and welcoming the next generation of incredible SKSU scholars. Happy interviewing!